Hi everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be going through how to play the cut shot against seam bowling. My last tutorial was on how to play the back foot defense and the back foot drive, so please go check it out if you haven't already, because it's very important that you know how to play the back foot defense and the back foot drive first in order for you to learn how to play the cut shot. So I'm going to do a really quick recap on the back foot defense and the back foot drive. So if I'm standing on middle stump, right, and the ball is short and pitching on off stump, I want to take my back leg across and place it on off stump so that I'm in line with the ball, like so. I want to take my back, and as I'm playing the ball, my front leg follows my back leg, and I place my bat at an angle and let the ball come to me. And for the back foot drive, it's very similar. I still take my back leg back and across, take my back, but this time my front leg doesn't follow my back leg, and I actually extend my arms all the way. That's how you play the back foot drive. So the cut shot is very similar to the back foot drive. The only difference is that for the cut shot the ball is slightly wider, and the cut shot is a cross batted shot, whereas the back foot drive is a straight batted shot. So if I go through the technique of the cut shot, so this is against seam, by the way, not spin. It's slightly different against spin, but the cut shot against seam goes like so. So if I'm standing on middle stump, when you're playing the cut shot, the ball needs to be quite wide and short for you to be able to extend your arms all the way. So you still want to go back and across. So I'm going to go across and about off stump, and as I'm doing so, I need to rotate my front shoulder towards the ball. Okay, the reason for that is as I rotate my front shoulder, you can see my bat goes back, so I have a larger bat swing and therefore more power in the ball. And I still want my weight transferred onto the ball. Okay, so I don't want my weight to be back. I still want my head to be on top of my right knee. So if I'm standing on middle stump, I take it back and across on off stump, take my front shoulder back. And when playing the cut shot, your bat has to come from high to low in order for the ball to go on the ground and not in the air. So if I was to go flat, then the chances are that the ball goes in the air and you could get caught. So you want to make sure your bat comes from high to low so that the ball goes straight on the ground after you play the shot. So according to the fielder, you can place where you play the cut shot. So you can either, the fielder there is called point, so you can either have the point fielder bang on square, you can have the point fielder slightly in front of square, and you can have the point fielder behind square. So if the fielder is bang on square, you can either play the cut shot in front of square or behind square. If the point fielder is in front of square, you have to play the ball slightly later so that the ball goes behind. And if the fielder is behind square, you have to play the cut shot slightly earlier so that the ball goes in front. Okay? So as your bat comes from high to low, you want to make sure that you finish your shot like so. So your bat comes from high to low and you finish your shot. Also, another way of keeping the ball on the ground is rolling your wrists. So as soon as you make contact with the ball, if you roll your wrists, it makes sure that the ball goes straight on the ground. But you have to be careful that you don't roll your wrist too early, otherwise you can't hit the edge of your bat and not the middle. So you want to make sure that you only roll your bat after you've made contact with the ball. To execute the cut shot perfectly, you want to make sure that your arms are fully extended. So if the ball is slightly closer to you, perhaps on fifth stump, you need to assess the line really quickly and accordingly take your back foot across. So say if the ball is on fifth stump, which is this line here, and if I take my foot too far across, then I won't have any room to extend my arms. Therefore, I'll take a slightly smaller step so that the ball is slightly further, and I can extend my arms and I'm not cramped up. Similarly, if the ball is slightly wider, I'll take a slightly larger stride across, back and across here, so that I can extend my arms. And make sure that your head is on top of your right knee as you're playing the ball, so that the weight is transferred into the shot and there's more power. For the first drill, you're going to need a few tennis balls and someone to help you. The person helping you is going to be kneeling on one knee, and they're going to undrum you 4 tennis balls consecutively, one after the other, so no gap between each throw, so they need to be really quick. The reason the feeder is on one knee is because when you're playing the cut shot, the ball is rising, so in order to get the same trajectory as what you would get in a match, they're on one knee. And the reason they're throwing 4 consecutively is because that stimulates quick bowling and speedens your reaction time. So rather than going on the bowling machine, which you can't right now, this is a good way to fasten your reactions. Thank you for watching, guys. That was a tutorial on how to play the cut shot against seam bowling. There are many different types of other cut shots which I haven't gone through. For example, the uppercut and the cut against spin bowling. They're very, very different. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you're notified whenever these videos are released. Make sure after you've touched any equipment, tennis balls or cricket bats, that you go inside straight away after you've completed what you're doing, and wash your hands thoroughly for at least 20 seconds before you touch anyone else, and especially touch your face. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.